Today I want to show you how your e-commerce is losing sales silently, and this will cause your like e-commerce failure. So keep with me, stay with me, and we'll see why this happening. Especially if you're struggling with high bounce rates, cart abandonments, returns rates because customers do not see that the product is similar to what they bought it, and so on. So stay with me. And first of all, I'm Antonio Furioso, founder of IDEX, and I help e-commerce implement 3D experiences. So we're going to talk about this and how 2D images are killing your experience and your sales. So let's see. First of all, like customers are getting a lot of dubs when it comes to 2D images because you might have like different images, for example images that show your product in the environment like this, or like your product on a white background or on a gray background, whatever. And your customers well are getting a lot of dubs here because they are wondering also like it's some question that comes sometimes subconsciously, like, but this product will fit in my space, will actually like look good. It is actually this product, or like what I receive is slightly different. And that's a big problem during the processing decision that will not help them to put your product in the cart and then to come back on their side to on your side to purchase that product. So that's a problem, and I want to show you some data and prove that product visualization is very fundamental for customers. In fact, 60% of shoppers say that the product images are very important in making a purchase decision. So if you do not have good product images, that's the worst. And like I see all days some e-commerce that have product images, but they are not even in a full resolution. And how is possible? Like we are in 2025 and you don't even have like a gallery of images, or like images that are like in full HD. But let's move on. And also 22% of returns happen because the products look different in person. So the product that they are receiving is different from what they order, and that is causing then more less trust and more returns. And the end, shoppers who cannot visualize the products are 70% more likely to abandon their cart. So that's the worst because they cannot visualize, for example, in the room, they cannot imagine how this fits, or like, for example, if you're selling eyeglasses, like how these eyeglasses will fit in my face. So to that's like the challenges, the consequences of the product visualization not done perfectly. Well, it brings you more cart abandoned, first of all, because your customers cannot are not sure about your product. More product returns because if your product do not match exactly what they order, well, the worst case scenario. And then lower average order value because they do not trust you at all, but they maybe trust you a little bit of you, that the product that they buy is like maybe is not in a bundle, like, or it's not multiple products, so they just, okay, I will try one product and let's see. And then of course reduce customers lifetime value because, like, especially if they order from you, they might not be back in your e-commerce later. But like, what is like these are like some consequences of product visualization done very badly, and we have a solution on this that are actually different solution for this that can help you to reduce cart abandonment, reduce product returns, and increase like the average order value and the customer's lifetime value. So this solution that I'm talking about are like the first one is like 360 degrees images. Actually, this is like yes, are good, but not the best because it's like it's like multiple photo put together and like so the product rotate, but the customer is like still like our images. And then we have a 3D viewer where you have the 3D model, and here the important things like yes, the customers can like actually like rotate your product and watch it like from every angle, zoom in, zoom out. But the important things here is that the 3D model has to be perfect, has to match perfectly the real model. That's really important. Otherwise, it will end up like your product images. Then we have like augmented reality. Augmented reality is very cool because customers can project your product directly in their environment, so in their house, outdoor, or on themselves if you sell eyeglasses again. And this will help them make a better purchase decision more secure. Like it will increase their trust actually, which will increase your engagement and then your sales. And then at the end, we have 3D product configurators. I advise to implement 3D product configurators so when you have actually product that you can customize. So like in this case actually, like yes, you have a configuration process here, but the problem here, if we're going live, is that when I choosing the option here, the product image do not change. And that's terrible because like I'm not seeing what I'm buying. Like okay, I'm adding like maybe a top finish or like an extension, but if the product image do not change, I do not know what I'm buying. And that's like really the worst that you can do for your customer experience because they will just like okay, I don't know what I'm doing, X button, and they will disappear from your website, your e-commerce. So these again are like the four solutions that you can implement to do better for your product visualization. And how you can do that? You can, well, first of all, there is an implementation process. Like usually is between like 5, 6 steps, but like where we have the first step, choose the product that you want to implement this. I advise to start small and to use like your bestseller or your most viewed product so you can test it. So choose the right technology to do this. So for example, Shopify has already a 3D viewer, or you can choose an external technologies, but the right technology is the right partner for you. Create, of course, your 3D model again for your important uh, create your 3D model for the best product visualization. Of course, again, they have to match exactly the product, the real product. Then implement your 3D experience on your website. Test it. Test it here. If, for example, if you're implementing augmented reality, test it on Android, test it on iOS, see if it's everything work. And then at the end of the day, like going to publish and promote it. You need to promote it because so customers know that you have this experience and they will go on your website to try and see your product in their environment or on themselves. And that's very important. Now, if you want to implement one of those things like 3D viewer, augmented reality, 3D product configurators, and I will suggest with, like there is the link below to work with me and we can have a chat. And otherwise, you might want to watch this video helpful for your e-commerce.